Hi guys, today we're starting a new series on the show. Today's series is going to be about Hindu kings and Hindu warriors that helped defend our civilization and that helped preserve our civilization in its most difficult time period. You know, we're often not really taught about our culture and our civilization's true history, and particularly about these figures in our history, because it's not considered secular enough or it's not considered politically correct enough. So I really want to do more stuff to bring these people to the forefront and to educate people, including myself, about these great figures in our history and generate more pride in our culture, in our history, and in our civilization through these great people. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Today's episode is going to be about Rana Kumbha. Let's get into it. So Kumbhakarna Singh, or Rana Kumbha, as he was popularly known, was the ruler of Mewar Kingdom of Western India. Rana Kumbha was the son of Rana Mokal Singh of Mewar. Now Rana Hamir is the one who is actually credited with casting off the Muslim yoke and establishing the Guhila dynasty of Chittor in 1335. The title Rana and the title Maharana were actually used by members of his dynasty and rulers of his dynasty. Rana Hamir's grandson, Maharana Mokal, was actually assassinated by two brothers, Chacha and Mera, in 1433. However, due to lack of support and the public opinion really turned against these two brothers, they had to then escape and hide. And because of that, Rana Mokal's son, Rana Kumbha, then ascended to the throne. And Rana Kumbha is a legendary figure in Indian history. He was a giant of a man, both in his physicality and in his personality. He was a very large man. And he's also widely credited to be the king who never lost a battle. Now, Rana Kumbha had many enemies in his time and during his reign, but one of his main enemies was Mahmud Khilji, who was the Sultan of Malwa. Mahmud Khilji attacked Chittorgarh many times, and he tried to capture Chittorgarh many times. And every time he was repelled and he was defeated by Rana Kumbha. Rana Kumbha then fought and defeated Mahmud Khilji in the battle of Mandalgarh and Banas. And he defeated Mahmud Khilji in such a manner that Mahmud Khilji did not attack Mewar again for another 10 years. And to commemorate his amazing, resounding victory over Malwa and Gujarat, Rana Kumbha erected the famous 37-meter, 9-story tall Vijay Stambh at Chittorgarh. This was completed in 1448. Now, soon after that, a series of events happened that really tested Rana Kumbha's caliber and his mettle as a king and as a military leader. So the ruler of Nagaur, Firoz Khan, died, and his son Shams Khan wanted to ascend to the throne, but his throne instead was occupied by his uncle Mujahid Khan. So Shams Khan actually sought the help of Rana Kumbha to take back his throne from his uncle Mujahid Khan. But after becoming the ruler, Shams Khan actually went back on the assurances that he gave Rana Kumbha and did not weaken his defenses, and actually sought the help of Qutbuddin, who was the ruler of Gujarat, to defeat Rana Kumbha. Angered by this, Rana Kumbha captured Nagaur in 1465 and also Kasili, Khandela and Sakambhari. Soon after that, Mahmud Khilji and Qutbuddin of Gujarat reached an agreement which was known as the Treaty of Champaner to attack Mewar, capture Mewar, and then divide the spoils between them. So Qutbuddin was actually able to capture Sirohi and Mount Abu and then advance to Kumbhalgarh. However, he could not go past Kumbhalgarh. He could not breach the fort or Kumbhalgarh, and thus he could not reach Chittor. Khilji was capturing Ajmer and Mandalgarh. Another enemy of Rana Kumbha, Rao Jodha of Marwar, he saw that Rana Kumbha was on the back foot of this two-pronged attack, and then he took his opportunity and he captured Mandor. So it is a great testament to Rana Kumbha's military strategy and his leadership that he was actually able to not just fight but survive a four-pronged attack. And not only was he able to survive, not only was he able to defend Chittor, he was then also able to subsequently recapture all the territories that he had lost. So Qutbuddin was still trying to enter Chittor. So what Rana Kumbha did is that he allowed him to approach Nagaur. And then as soon as Qutbuddin came close to Nagaur, he attacked him and he inflicted a heavy defeat on the Gujarat Sultan's army. After the defeat, the Gujarat Sultan was not really in a position to attack Rana Kumbha and his kingdom for quite a long time. And soon after that, Qutbuddin died in 1458. And the new ruler of Gujarat, Mahmud Begara, he was having problems with Mahmud Khilji, and these problems allowed Rana Kumbha to capitalize and then recapture all the territories that he had lost in these attacks. So like I said before, one of the big reasons why Rana Kumbha is such a great king was because he fought off a four-pronged attack from Mahmud Khilji of Malwa, from Qutbuddin Ahmad Shah II of the Gujarat Sultanate, from Shams Khan of Nagaur, and from Rao Jodha of Marwar. He was thus given the title by his enemies of Hindu Suratna or Hindu Sultan. Rana Kumbha is a great figure in India's history because he is the person that is credited with rebuilding Mewar after Mewar had been captured and destroyed by Muslim invaders. Out of the 84 fortresses that formed the defense of Mewar, 32 of these fortresses had been built by Rana Kumbha. His most famous fort is of course the Kumbhalgarh fort, which is flanked by a very impressive wall. And Maharana Kumbha, like I said, he was not only a great warrior and a great king and a great military leader, but he was also a great patron of the arts. Unfortunately, Rana Kumbha was killed by his own son when he was offering prayers by his son Uday Singh. But apparently Indra didn't like the fact that such a great king was murdered by his son, so Uday Singh was actually killed by a lightning strike. So I guess karma really works. And Rana Kumbha was such a great king. He was a great king because he spent his whole life, he gave his whole life in protection of our culture, in protection of our civilization, in protection of our traditions. If not for people and kings and warriors like Rana Kumbha, we may not have a Hindu civilization. We may not even have our culture. And it is insane because I don't remember really reading anything in depth about Rana Kumbha in our history textbooks. Maybe he was in the history textbooks. I was a really bad student, so maybe he was. But even if he was, there was just a mere mention of him. There was not a lot of emphasis on these kings and on these great heroes, and that is what I want to do through this show as well, and through the series that I want to do on the show. I want to talk about these great heroes and these great kings who laid down their lives and who spent their lives fighting to preserve our culture, fighting to preserve our history and our civilization. I hope you liked today's episode, and if you want me to do more episodes like these in this series, go ahead and suggest more kings and more warriors that you'd like me to cover in this series as well. Please let me know your suggestions in the comment section below. You can also suggest more heroes and more warriors on my Twitter right here. Again, thank you very much for watching today's show. If you enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. It really helps the show out. Please make sure to subscribe to the show's channel down below if you enjoyed as well. I will see you again on Monday. And until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.